Alright, I had to start this video over. It's just too many random thoughts. But this is going to be a two-parter. There'll be stay tuned for the first part is the biggest beard news that I've heard. Probably be the biggest tip of beard care news there is. And the second part is the way I customized my beard oils, a couple of them, just to make it fun and easy. So stick around. The timestamp will be at the bottom of the description in the box. And the first part is big tip. Came from a channel. His name is Dan. He lives in Michigan. I live in Michigan. I always put live from Michigan in his comments, meaning I'm from Michigan. I'm live on his channel in Michigan. But I think it just means he thinks he always says it, so it's funny. He does these live things. But anyways, I got a bottle of Duke's beard oil just for reference. If you don't know about Duke's, they're running a free beard oil. Free beard oil you can get from their site. You just have to pay shipping, and that's a good deal. I like this stuff, by the way. It smells good. So that's my biggest criteria. Somebody's like, the beard oil should work first, smell should be secondary. Here's what I think. It's all oil. Most likely, it's all gonna work fairly good, at least 80% the same way. And then it comes down to smell, and smell is super important. And otherwise, just put some coconut oil in your beard and call it good. But biggest tip for beard oil. So I had heard this recently, but there wasn't a why to it attached. And if you don't get the why, you're never left sure of why, or you might know why, but you just don't do it because you don't think it's important enough. Anytime you learn something, you learn it better when you know the why you're doing it. And this is part two. I remake because my first one I just didn't like how I was saying it. But when I was doing art, if they didn't tell me why things were constructed the way they were on an engineer basis, then it wouldn't sink in to do it. I always needed to know why so that I would do it. I know why I'm doing it and 100 reasons why not to do it. And then also you just retain the information so much better when you know why you're doing it. So the big tip is put the oil on after you get out of the shower or when your beard's wet. And you can wet your beard just by putting water on your hands and splashing beard on. So I guess the recommendation is put it on in the morning and at night. That is a tactic that beard oil companies will use to get you to use up twice as much. Coffee companies did it too, because people who drink coffee in the morning, they literally made this idea to have a coffee break to sell more coffee, like twice as much coffee. If you're drinking it in the morning and then having a break at lunchtime, drinking coffee, you'll sell twice as much. But definitely put on some beard oil in the morning. Just start your day off right. I think smell. I actually like, your beard is actually a giant diffuser of smells. All these little surface areas, hundreds of them. It just all carries smell and just, you know, it's right under your nose. But here's why you want to put beard oil on after. So supposedly, a lot of people will say in the descriptions, beard oil, it hydrates your skin, it nourishes your skin. And I guess the word hydrate, you can't say that. It actually can help hydrate your skin, but it can't solely hydrate your skin, because the word hydrate, I think, Webster's Dictionary, hydrate means strictly water, and this is the opposite of water. This stuff repels water. It doesn't mix. Water and oil doesn't mix. So here's how you get water under your skin, get your skin moisturized, get your hair moisturized, and it involves oil. Get your beard wet, you get your skin wet, then you put the oil on. So everything is got water on it. This will cover over or coat over and lock the water in and on and hold it in. If you put this stuff on first, then no water's getting in. It's kind of like a raincoat. So if you got your body wet, then put a raincoat on. The raincoat would do two things. It'd keep rain out, but it would also keep your wet body wet. So that was the biggest tip. This stuff will not hydrate, but if you hydrate your skin first with water, because you're mostly water, which is a really strange thing. You can lift hundreds of pounds, so if you're strong, hundreds of pounds up in the air, and you're doing that at 70% water as your body. Cucumber, by the way, I think is like 90% water or higher. 95, I think. Check that. So, wet your beard. And, oh, another thing I heard too. Beards come so much better when they're wetted or oiled. So in the morning, usually is your messiest beard. Wet your beard. Put some beard oil on. Put some in your hand. Work it into the skin. Work it around all the hair, the tips of the hair. Lock in that water. Put the beard oil on. Keep it smelling good. Keep it, it's got vitamin E in it. And then comb through your beard and you should have less pulling out. So, I don't know, it's probably on the previous video I sent. Unless somebody wants to send me a free bottle in the mail, like a company, to review it, to talk, probably they'll talk highly great about your product. I think you'll get your name out there and people want to know more about it. Good or bad, people will want to, well, maybe not bad. But good or neutral, people will definitely want to check out your product. If I don't get any new oil, I don't see myself buying any oil anytime soon. This will probably be my last beard oil review of this year, of 2020. So I do have another beard related video planned. It's winter out. It's getting lighter out. We're in Michigan. But there's not much you can do inside, so I'll try to keep making videos, but enjoy this one while you got it. Leave some comments in the bottom. Stay tuned for my next part. Part 2 is coming on right now. But before then, comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you thought. Did you know hydrate had to do with water? I don't know if where the guy who was talking about oil does not hydrate, if he ever just said that hydrate has to be water, because hydro, it's a kind of a play on word. But it's also, you want water in your beard, you want water on your skin, and locked in. I knew the thing, real quick, I knew getting out of we have baby oil, just, I don't know why, because we never used it on any babies. But I always knew to put on baby oil coming out of the shower when your legs were already wet. Another thing too with having wet, putting oil on top of wet, is it also just helps spread stuff out and make things go farther and evenly. So, biggest tip of the year, I think, beard oil related. You got it now. And stay tuned for what I did. Check it out. Bye. Okay. Not sure how much this would help anyone else. So these Simply Great beard oils, they have a stick dropper top. So they don't actually have the little pinchers on top, which makes them flat. Here's what they look like when I go to my drawer that I reorganized in a previous video. You can't really quite tell what's what. Now I have 4 bottles. Let me pull them out. Right, so when you stare at them from above, they're all the same brown bottles, black tops. Here's my great idea. Actually, I really like, the only thing different about each one is they say something different, but they also have different colors. Campfire, that makes sense. Red, whiskey color. Vetiver is a grass, so green makes sense. Rumbe, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the tops using a very cheap, convenient to paint hard enamel called nail polish. This is like, if beard oil was a thing, we spend your money on beard oil. This is the female alternative, having only like 200 bottles probably repeat colors in there. Let's see how it goes. That color. This one just looks more expensive and I don't want to use it. It won't take very much. So what I was thinking is I was going to spell out like Campfire C, Whiskey W, Bay Rum B, Vetiver, if I'm saying right, V. But I'm going to try something else. And I'm going to hold off on the Bay Rum, but let's see how it goes. I decided to go with card suits. So we got the heart, spade, this would be the diamond, and the club. It just didn't quite come out right. Actually, I thought this was going to look a lot more yellow, mustard, but it actually looks more golden whiskey color than this peach looking one. But anyways, if you really just had to mark something really quick, nail polish is like the fastest. It's really good paint. That's why women put it on their nails. And it comes with a paintbrush that you don't have to clean. So, very convenient. Don't have to hunt down the paintbrush either. It's already there. So let's see what it looks like in the drawer and we'll end this video. Here we go. And I went with spade for whiskey. It just reminds me of like card games. You might be drinking whiskey. So, you can't even see that. There's the Bay Rum back there. It's like hiding in the dark. So, yeah, not bad. Took my time. I could probably get it right. But there you go.